nice place when we arrived. Sun was out, folks were going about their business, and for once, no dead bodies in sight. It was all crap, of course. As soon as they caught sight of us, things went to hell. Everybody in this place appears to be infected. The same glassy eyes, jumpy movements, and a real fondness for knives. A few look like the worms inside them have had time to mature, some of them getting so large they're erupting from the victims' mouths. We managed to get out of sight for a few minutes and come up with a plan. Don whipped up some of his favorite incendiary charges and gave one to each of us. This place seemed to be ground zero for the infestation, so we're gonna have to sterilize it. But not before doing a sweep to make sure we're not leaving anyone who hasn't been infected to burn. Henry needs to examine the source of the worms before we light the place up, so we'll need to tackle that at the same time, while trying not to get carved up by the locals. Or in other words, just another workday.
Welcome back to Fireteam Zero, back to my table. Fireteam Zero, the Nursery. This is the situation at the moment. We have some monsters all around us, surrounding us. We're heading towards this search token here. We have some more monsters over the other side of the table. They will no doubt be heading towards us very soon. It's come to my attention watching back these videos that I don't always call the phases the correct terms. So I'm always saying monster phase and things like that. So I'm going to try and use the correct terminology from now on. So without any further preamble, onto the tactics phase. I think what we're going to do is Don is going to play this one here. All other heroes may draw up to a hand size of 7 cards this round. So that's what we're going to do. So Don can't. Don can only draw, well, Don can't draw any because he's played a tactical response. Oh, what I forgot to do. Oh, flipping it, always forgetting something. We'll move that on. So Don is actually the first player now. So we'll go to Abe. And he can draw up to 7 cards. He's got 3, so he can draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what surprises the deck has in store for us. We've got a bullet, pump action. We've got knuckle duster, which is a brawl. We've got stock strike, which is a brawl. And we've got a grenade toss. Yeah, okay. That's Don. Nice, sorry, that's not Don. That's Abe. Nice hand of cards there for him. And Frank's got 2 cards, so he can draw 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bullets, 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 please. Well, sort of a mixture. Some bullets and some brawl. So we'll put the bullets at the bottom, put the brawl at the top. Tactical response. We've got another bullet, and we've got another brawl. So, not fantastic, I admit, but we'll work with it. So it's Don to go first. We'll move on to the hero phase. Okay, hero phase. Don first. What is Don gonna do? Don is what is Don gonna do? Don's gonna try and move into here, but as I said before, I don't like the fact that you go like diagonal because of this wall here. So I always say that way and that way. Now, Frank is within range 2 of Don. Play when an ally is moving to allow him to ignore difficult terrain. So he's going to play that, which means that Don, he'll take this guy with him, Patrick, and he'll go 1, ignore difficult terrain, and 2. And that means, as a free action, he can flip this one over. So let's see what we get. Sanctuary. These people have been barricaded in here for days, trying to unseal an old escape tunnel that was built in the last World War. It'll get them out of town if we can hold the monsters off while they finish unblocking it. Place an intel token in this space to represent the survivors. If all 3 spawn points in this sector are secured at the start of any tactics phase, move the intel token to the objective. And that will be investigate the church bell objective. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, we may have a problem with that because the other one is here. So that's going to cost us some time because now we've got to go back this way. Not great. So we'll put an intel token there to remember. Sorry, in that space. So we've got one secured, we've got two secured. Unfortunately, we've now got to get back and secure this one. Nothing's ever simple, eh? Nothing is ever simple. So that's Don's turn finished. So he's got to stay there. So we'll move to Abe. Abe needs to really kill this guy and get back to here. Can he do that? Brawl attack. Brawl attack on a consumed bait bag needs 8. I think he probably can. And I think we just have to. And that will leave Frank to get to here and to here. So let's do that. So Abe's going to move to there. Sorry about that, I've got a bit of a cold coming, I think. And he's going to roll. He's going to roll 8 dice. 8 dice on a brawl attack, and he needs 8 hits. But he does get a reroll. Let's shoot on over to the dice tray and see if we can make this happen. Okay, here we are. I'll roll 4 at a time. And we're looking for, what did I say? We're looking for 8 hits. Okay, what have we got? We've got 1. We've got 2. That was 2 there. 2. We've got 3. We've got 4. So we've got 4 hits. We need another 4. Oh, brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in total, 8 hits. That's fantastic. That means this consumed bait bag is dead. It also means that Abe can keep moving. He will move to here, which means he's now... actually, no, he's not secured that spawn point because this guy... Well, there's a creature in there. It means it's not secured. That is unfortunate. Oh, that is not good. Okay, well, we just have to live with that, unfortunately. Is there any way around that? Well, we're not able to secure it this time, so maybe it's better if Frank moves, if Abe moves back to there and secures that one. I'm just thinking, I may change this around, but I'm thinking that might be the best thing to do. If that's the case, then Frank can take this one, and then he can go 1, 2, and attack this one next time round. Yep, let's do that. Less thinking, more doing. So Frank is going to try and kill this one. He gets an extra die, and we're going to use 5, 6 dice. Okay, right. I'll keep that one there. So we're going to use these 2. So we've got 5 dice, 2 automatic hits. Can Abe help him? Yes, Abe can actually. Well, he can't help him with that. Play before an eye performs a brawl attack. Don's only got brawl attack helping. What Abe can do, he can play this one. No, he can't because... Yes, he can. No, he can't because he's not within range 1 of an ally. He's within range 2, unfortunately. I could move Frank into here. That means he wouldn't get his additional roll, but it means he would keep his 2 cards. That's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. No. I think Don will keep his card. Frank will go for the extra die because he's in high ground. So we're going to be rolling 6 dice for Frank, and we're looking for 8 hits, but we get 2 automatic hits. Let's shoot it over to the dice tray. So 5 dice plus 1 additional because we're in high ground, And we're looking for, as I said, we're looking for 8 hits because normally 9, but we get to ignore 1 point of resistance. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we've got loads. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus another 2 hits. We've got like 13 hits. So that's great. So that means that this guy is dead. Let's get rid of him. And I think 1, 2. Frank will move to there, and then hopefully next time we can get to here and secure this. So that's the end of the hero phase, all done and dusted, and we'll move on to the threat phase next. So start the threat phase. First thing we do, as normal, we'll move the threat track on 1 space. And secondly, we will activate our monsters. Let's get you down there so you can see what's occurring. We only have, excuse me, we have 3 minions on the board, 1 elite. We'll activate this one first. Now, this one will move here, and as soon as he goes here, we could take a pot shot at him with Frank, but I'm a bit loath to do that because Frank's only got 1 bullet card, so I think we'll let him move into here, and that means we can use Abe's focus card, which is this one here. Once per round, you may perform an attack action against a monster as a reaction when it moves into your location. So that's what we're going to do. I think we'll utilize 2 cards for this. Should we do 6 dice or 5 dice? Let's have just a quick look at the bottoms. We don't want to utilize 1. I think we need to keep that one. That's got a pretty good bottom action. Ooh, bottom action. So we'll keep that one. And this one we'll get rid of because we know now if we play this card, we know we have to play another card also because of one of the twist cards that was drawn. So what we'll do, we'll roll 5 dice. Is there anything anyone can do to help us with that? It'll have to be Frank. No. All the cards that Frank has to assist are all to do with monster attacks. So we're just gonna have to go for it. 5 dice. So we do get a reroll, and we're looking for 4 hits. Hopefully we can manage this. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So we got 2 hits on 5 dice. We do get a reroll, so we're looking for. We need 2 bullets. We didn't get it. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what to say about that. Really, I don't. Because what that means basically is now at the start of our next turn, I think. Okay, so we moved into there. As a reaction, Abe took a shot and missed. Now I think, even though I wasn't going to do a reaction with Frank, I think we have to. Because remember, at the start of the turn, our next turn, we have to have... no, because we can't do that, can we? Because it has to be at the start. What is it? Let's just double check what it says on the card. If all 3 spawn points in the sector are secured at the start of any tactics phase. Yeah, so that's not going to happen anyway. Because it's going to happen next time. But start of the tactics phase. So we have to basically secure these at the start of our next round, and it's going to be the round after. That's crap. That's crap. Alright. Well, we're going to let Frank... He's going to have to use this card as a reaction as well. I'm loath as I am to use this card. Kill all minions and elites occupying a spawn point in any one sector. I think we have to do it. So 6 dice. for Frank. He does get a reroll. So 6 dice. Frank only actually needs to get 3 on 6 dice. Yeah, we don't even need to roll the rest. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've done that. So this guy's dead. We'll take him off the board. So we better move the other minions. I think I might have made a mistake here. So this one will go 1, 2. Let's just roll on here. What will he get? And oh, he gets a blank. Okay, that's pretty good. That's helped us out. Oh yes. And then this guy over here is going to go, I guess, 1, 2 is the quickest way for him. Let's see what he gets. He will move 1 additional space, which will put him to here. And finally, the elite will move 1, and he will move 1 more space to here. Okay, so that's basically the end of the, well, it's not the end of the threat phase, but is the end of the monster movement and attack. So let's go for spawning. So we'll spawn the minion first. He will go on 3. 3 is right over here. That's good. An elite is going to go on 2. Is 2 there? No. 2 is, come on, where is 2? 2 is here. Okay. And the final elite is going to go on 8, which is over here. Okay, that's not so bad because, just get there. So we're not going to be able to complete that objective this turn for sure, because we need to have these secured at the start of a tactics phase. So essentially we're going to have to do a fair bit of killing this time to be able to allow us to be in a position where everything is secure next turn, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And the longer we leave it, the further the threat track is going. So I really just don't know, but we'll see what happens. Let's go on to the next turn. Okay, into the tactics phase. We don't have any. We don't have any tactical responses to play. None at all. So we'll go to drawing cards. Again, I forgot the first person token now moves to Abe. So let's draw some cards for Abe and see what we get. We're going to draw 3 cards. We get Center Mass, Grenade Toss. Put that up there with that other Grenade Toss. One more card is Double Alt with, what's that? All of the heroes may immediately perform an action. Okay. But it's got a good bullet attack attached to that. Let's go to Frank. Frank needs to draw 2 cards. So, Grenade Launcher. Frank's got no bullets at all. And Brawl. So basically Frank's got no bullets whatsoever. But I'm going to have a plan for that, and I'll tell you that in a second. Finally, we've got Dom. Dom needs to draw 2 cards, and he'll draw a Haymaker and a Concussive Device. So we've got a lot of brawl attacks. So let's move on to our turn. As I said, Abe is going to go first. As an action, Abe is going to play his New Orders focus card. You may allow an ally within range 1 to discard any number of cards and draw the same number of replacements. Do you know what we're going to do? Yeah, you guessed it. Frank is going to discard all of his cards. Every single one. All 5 cards. And we're going to draw 5 more. And hope 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hope we get bullets. Okay, well, I mean, it could have been worse. We've got grenades and some bullets. Not exactly what I hoped for, but you can't win them all, huh? Okay, So that was Abe. Now I think Abe needs to stay here because he can still attack one of these guys when they move in. So now we definitely got to take... this is going to be a problem. How are we going to secure all of those? That one is going to be okay. We've got one too many here. Can Abe kill one of these? No, Abe can't do an action now. Don can't do nothing. We're not going to get it done this turn either, are we? There's no way we can do this. I just don't see a way of doing it. I probably shouldn't have played that card for... Yeah, but then Frank wouldn't be able to do anything with his. Ah, man. I'm really not sure. Can Abe attack anyone? No, he can't, because I've just said that. He can't attack anybody. As an action, on your occasion, once per permission, you may flip the lucky coin. When you perform a bullet attack with you, response per round, you may perform bullet against a monster. Okay, so Abe really can't do anything, so we'll leave Abe there, because he can perform a reaction when this guy moves in. But that's not going to help Frank, because Frank needs to be... Anyway, we need to kill this guy. I know, analysis paralysis. Paralysis. So Frank needs to try and kill this guy, and he's going to use these cards. 6 dice, and that's it. 6 dice against this guy here, and 2 definite hits. Let's go to the dice tray and see what happens. So 6 dice, and we get a re-roll, and we're looking for 8 hits. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just remove those out of the way. 3 more hits, and yeah, we get 3 more hits. 1, 2, 3. So what that means is this guy is actually dead. So let's remove him from the board. Let's put you guys back down here. I just don't see how we're going to do this. I think we're better off. What I should have done is, yeah, here we go again. It's probably left. Oh, it's not going to work now. So Frank will go 1, 2. So he will secure that area. At least that's secured. But that's not going to help anybody else. In fact, there's no point. He might as well stay here. It's pointless, because we're not going to get it secured till next turn now anyway. So that's Frank's turn over. So we move to Don. What can Don do? Not a bloody great deal, to be honest. He can't really move out here. He's got to stay in here and do that. So that's basically going to be the end of our turn. Not great. Not great at all. But that's the sort of shit that happens. Okay, so that's the end of the hero phase. We'll move on to the threat phase. Okay, threat phase, as normal. The threat marker moves along 1 more. And let's see what happens with our monsters. I'll put you guys over on the dice tray, and we will move, see what occurs. This guy first is going to move into here. Abe is going to take a reaction shot at him, and he will use, better use 6 dice. So he's going to use these ones here. Ooh, that's way too big. So he's going to use those. So 6 bullets, and he needs 4 hits. Oh, we got 4 even with we got 4 even with 3 dice. So that's good. So this guy, as he moved into there, Abe shot him, and he's dead. That leaves this guy here. 1, when he moves into there, Frank will take a shot at him, Yep, Frank will take a shot at him with hydrostatic shock. Can you see that card? Can I show you that card on there? Maybe. So, 3 bullets, but remember Frank has got a focus card that means he can ignore resistance of 1, or reduce resistance by 1. So he actually needs 3 hits, and he does get a reroll. So 3 dice, needs 3 hits, and a reroll. Yep, we got it. If you can see, I don't know if you can see that one there, it was there. Okay, so 3 hits, 1, 2, 3. That means this guy is also dead. We've got another minion over in the corner there, so let's start moving him. 1, 2. Let's remove these. His activation will be a blank, so he doesn't go anywhere. And that leaves us with this guy, Elite, which is going to... And he's a blank, he doesn't move anywhere either. And this one here will move to here. Only a 1 in 6 chance of drawing a blank. Flipping heck, 3 blanks, so he doesn't move either. Okay. So spawning, we've got 2 minions and 1 elite to spawn. 4. What? Why? Why did I know that was going to be a 4? 4 is there where we don't want it to go. 1 in 12 flipping chance. Second one, 7. 7 is here, so that's safe. Let's try it again. That's a 9. A 9 is, come on, be 9, be absolutely over somewhere there. And the elite, 2. And 2 is here. Why can't you spawn over there? Sorry, I'm losing the temper now. I can't believe this one spawned here, really. Absolutely cannot believe that a 1 in 12 chance and it's spawned in the one place we didn't want to spawn it. But anyway, it's not like we could do that or finish that objective this turn anyway. So that's what we're looking like at the moment. So that is the end of turn 7, I believe. Yeah, turn 7. So, I don't know. As usual, we're not looking that great. We've not even completed 1 objective. We've not set fire to anything. We're more than halfway through the threat track. I really don't know how we're going to get out of this one. So, join me again next time. We'll try and do a little bit better. Like and subscribe by all means. We've got 121 subscribers now, so we're slowly creeping up there. Not the most popular channel on YouTube by far, but I'm happy with that. So thanks a lot. I'll catch you on the next turn.